Today we will see classification of reptilia. Before that, we had seen the general characters of reptilia. Now, this classification of reptilia is depend on or is based on the type of skull present in reptiles. Okay, as we know, what is skull? Skull is a bony and protecting part present in head region, which mainly protects the sense organs like brains and etc. The brain is present inside the skull. Here, skull is mainly for three purposes in reptiles. First purpose is to protect bone. To protect brain. Skull is important for the protection of brain. Then second part, it provides space for muscle attachment. Various muscles. And third is for jaw muscles attachment, mainly lower jaw. In the reptilia, skull is important for these three regions. First is brain. Here the brain of reptiles is very small as compared to other higher vertebrates. Therefore, it requires very small space and the skull protects the brain. Then skull is also important for the joining of muscles of lower jaw. As we see in reptiles, their head is larger. And they have large jaws as compared to other vertebrate animals. Therefore, they have to attach strong jaw muscles to the skull bones. Okay, and then next is for attachment of other body muscles, like such a heavy weight of head is attached on their neck and it is not supported. Okay, therefore it should require strong muscles for such heavy weight skull or head, and that muscles are also attached to the skulls. Okay, and depending on the type of presence or absence of fenestrine or vacuoles or temporal fossa. First, we will see what is this. In the skull of these reptiles, there is small opening, empty space. We can say it as vacuoles. Okay. These empty spaces are present inside the skull for the purposes of muscle contraction and relaxation. Okay. And depending on presence or absence of such fenestrine or temporal fossa, there are 5 types of skulls present in reptiles. These are Anapsida, then second Parapsida, third Diapsida, Fourth, Parapsida and Synapsida. Synapsida and Eurypsida. Eurypsida. Okay. These are the 5 types of skulls present in reptiles. We will see one by one. Here in Anapsid, temporal fossa is absent. Temporal fossa is absent. And such type of skulls are called as Anapsid skulls. Then Parapsid, skull with one pair of temporal fossa, one on either side. Okay. One pair of temporal fossa. In Diapsid, two pairs of temporal fossa. Okay. And these are connected, or these are in between the bones of skulls. We will see one by one. Okay. Then what is Anapsid? We had seen in Anapsids temporal fossa are absent. Okay. Then next here it appears when temporal fossa is present, one on either side beneath the junction of post orbital and squamosal opening of jugal bone. This type of skull is called as synapsid skull. Okay, here also one on either side. Then in some reptiles, dorsal opening appear one on either side of junction of post-orbital bone and squamosal bone. It also involves parietal bone. This type of skull is called as parapsid type of skull. Then in some skulls, vacuity or temporal fossa is situated behind the eye, that is orbit, bordered below by post-orbital and squamosal. This type is called as Eurypsid type of skull. Okay. And depending on presence or absence of these skulls, reptiles are classified into following orders. Okay. Class Reptilia is classified into 4. First order is Anapsida. First is Anapsida. Second order Parapsida. Then third is Diapsida. And fourth is Synapsida. In our undergraduate study, we will study only these 4 orders of class Reptilia. Now, as we have studied the general characters of Anapsida, okay, here the roof of skull is solid. Here no temporal vacuity or fossa in the skull. Here skull or roof is solid. Here no temporal fossa. Such temporal opening is absent in this skull. Such type of reptiles are called as Anapsids. Okay, they are included in order Anapsida. Now these Subclass Anapsida, it is divided into two orders. Orders Quatilosauria. Okay. Subclass Anapsida is divided into two orders. First order is Quatilosauria. And second is Chelonia. Here, the Cotylosaura, it includes all the extinct reptiles which have solid or complete skull in which temporal fossa were absent, and they become extinct in Triassic period. Their jaws and teeth were poorly developed. They resembles with amphibians. Then pelvic girdle is flat and it is a plate-like structure. It ranges from 1 to 10 feet. An example is Seimuria. Example is Seimuria. Okay, then next second order is Chelonia. Here it is the name Chelonia. It means it includes turtle, tortoise-like organisms. These are terrestrial or aquatic. They may be terrestrial, found on land, or they may be aquatic organisms. They are tetrapods having four limbs, two pairs of limbs, two frontal and two are forward and two are present backward. Then they have walking legs with pentadactyl, five digits are present. Trunk is enclosed in bony shell. Entire trunk or body is covered by bony shell. Tail is also present. Then their jaws are without teeth. And some examples are chelem, kachua. Examples are chelem, tortoise, kachua, etc. These are included in this order. Okay. Then we will see Parapsida. Subclass Parapsida, it includes the reptiles which have one pair of temporal vacuity. Okay. They have one pair of temporal fossa, which is bounded by postfrontal and supratemporal parietal. Postfrontal, supratemporal and parietal. These three bones are surrounding the temporal fossa. Then it includes all the extinct organisms. Examples, it includes all extinct organisms like Ichthyosaurus, etc. Then we will see next subclass, that is Diapsida. It is major class in classification of reptilia. It includes two temporal fossa, two temporal fossa on each side. Two temporal fossa on each side. It means to one side infra and outer temporal fossa, both fossa are present on either side. Two pairs are present. Now these are post-orbital and squamosal mid between temporal vacuities. Now their classification, it includes mainly two superorders. It includes two superorders. First superorder is Lepidosauria. And superorder second is Archosauria. Archosauria. These are two superorders. Now these superorder first, it includes two orders. Order 1 is Rhinocephalinia. Rhinocephalia, and second order is Squamata. These are orders. This Squamata order is again divided into two types. These are two types. One is Lacertilia and suborder second is Ophidia. And this Archosauria, it includes one order, it is Crocodila. We will see one by one. Okay, we had understood what is Diapsida. Diapsida are the reptiles which includes two temporal fossa, one on either side. Okay, now it is divided into superorder 1 Lepidosauria. We will see characters. These two characters are present. Two temporal vacuities are present. They have anterior orbital vacuities are absent. Okay, among the two, one vacuity is absent. Post occipital fenestrae are usually present. Then they have humerus with two foramina. Okay. Then we will see order 1 Rhinocephalina. Okay, we will see characters of Rhinocephalina. Rhinocephalina, it includes two vacuities or two fenestrae. Then teeth are acrodentine. It has quadrate bone fixed. Then parietal foramen is present. Vertebrae are amphicoelous type. Example is Sphinodon. Example is Sphinodon. The next order second is Squamata. It is most studied or familiar order to human beings. Squamata, it includes body covered with horny epidermal scales. They have single temporal vacuity present in lizards, and in snakes no vacuity is absent. They have pleurodont type teeth if present. Quadrate is movable. Then limbs, they may be present or absent. Here in Lacertia suborder Lacertia, bones limbs are present and these Ophidia limbs are degenerate. Then we will see suborder Lacertilia. Here Lacertilia, these are terrestrial, arboreal or burrowing organisms or burrowing reptiles. They have single temporal vacuity. Then limbs are pentadactyl and they are usually present. Here example is Calotes, Draco, Calotes, Draco. These are familiar examples. It also includes Varanus, Gecko, Hemidactylus, etc. Lesser cilia. Then next suborder Ophidia. These organisms may be terrestrial, aquatic or arboreal, or they may be burrowing type. Then temporal vacuities are absent. The limbs are absent. Their sternum bone is absent. Then tympanum is present. Tongue, it is bifid type. We are familiar with tongue of snakes, which is bifid type. Examples are python, then naja, etc. Snakes are included in this. Okay. Snakes like cobra, naja, etc. These are included in suborder Ophinida and order Squamata. Okay, order Squamata is most familiar order of reptilia. Majority of reptiles are included in Squamata and crocodile. Then next suborder is Archosauria. Superorder Archosauria, it has skull with closed upper temporal vacuity and it possesses both temporal arcs. Both temporal arcs are present. Teeth are thecodent type and it includes order Crocodila. Here Crocodila includes all freshwater and predatory forms. They may be predatory forms. Their body is covered with exoskeleton of thick horny epidermal scales. Thick are thecodent type. They have immovable quadrate bone. Their vertebrae are procellus type. Sternum is present. Example Crocodylus alligator. Crocodylus alligator. These are the examples of superorder. These are the examples of Crocodila, order Crocodila. Okay. Then next fourth subclass, that is Synapsida. In Synapsida, skull with a pair of temporal vacuity, one on either side, each bounded by post-orbital, squamosal and jugal. It includes one on either side temporal fossa. Means a pair of temporal fossa is present. It is covered by bones, three bones, that is post-orbital, squamous, and jugal bones. Okay. These three bones surrounded the cavity or vacuole or that fenestrine. It includes all extinct forms and examples are Cynognathus, and mostly extinct forms. In this way, this is the classification of reptilia.